Today, we're talking about why fewer emails equals fewer donations. And yes, the math can be that simple. I was teaching a guest workshop in front of an audience recently, and what I told them, we were talking about email, what I told them is email can change your life. Like, email can change your nonprofit life if you let it. It could be the secret to unlocking the next layer of funding for your organization. Like, it's not a foundation, it's not some shiny grant. It could actually just be in an asset that already is in your backyard. It could be through email if you let it. So, we're going to talk today all about really addressing a really common mistake that people are making, which is like fewer emails are better. Let's not bother people. Let's just keep it as we've been doing. Like, let's not rock the boat. Nonprofits worry about bothering their donors, so they send fewer emails. Like, that worry causes them to just, maybe it's weekly, maybe it's monthly, maybe it's quarterly, like whatever your cadence is, there is a fear underneath there that is, if I email more, I'm just going to bug people. The problem with that is fewer emails equal fewer donations every time. Full stop. More is more here. Now, let me go ahead and just like level set. I am not telling you have to write 30 emails in 30 days or anything wild. So let's just level set so you don't press pause and you don't go running out of the podcast player, right? That's not what I'm saying. And this is about value. This is about the quality of your emails, not just the quality. So we'll address that as well. But I want you to think about the last time that you tried a new restaurant or shopped at a new boutique, right? If they didn't follow up with you, you forgot about them. That's churn. Donors are no different. And this has happened to me again and again and again. Is I'll like try a new restaurant here in Atlanta and like it was good. And I just will straight up forget about it. Or I'll pop in at a store that maybe isn't like on my normal route, right? Isn't part of like my normal go-to to the neighborhood, around the neighborhood, to the grocery store, etc. And I'll pop into that store one time, like I'll happen on it. And if they don't send me an email, I forgot them, they forgot me. And it's not personal. There's actually, I'm thinking of a couple of spots of like, oh yeah, that business. Oh yeah, that business. They never reached out again. They ghosted me. And what happened is I ghosted them, not because I didn't like their product or service, because I forgot. Remember, donors are consumers, consumers are donors. We are distracted, right? We need reminders. I want you to start thinking about, I'm sending more emails is a service to them. It's not from like get energy. It's not from like, I'm going to get another donation when I send an email. It's, I'm going to give them a reminder to join our fundraiser, to be a part of our movement, to take some specific action, right? So empty inboxes train your donors to forget you. Silence is the enemy of fundraising. Okay. It's not helpful by giving them lots and lots of space. Email keeps you top of mind until they're ready to act. So just like the restaurant example, if you've tried a new restaurant and they never follow up, they never reach out, no email, no text, no nothing, you forget they exist, and that's churn. That's what your donors do when you go radio silent. And let me go ahead and just like click in a little bit more. An email that is a tax receipt for a donation does not count. That's email 0. So if somebody makes a donation today to you and you're like, Christina, we send more emails than that. We send them this email that's like, here's your tax receipt. That's email 0. That is not yet a story-driven email. That is not yet creating that connection. That is the bare minimum. Okay, so we can improve, we can iterate, we can go beyond that. Let's dig into some donor psychology and some parallels we see in the business world. Businesses train you to expect them. Sephora, Patagonia, Old Navy, Gap. Who's in your inbox right now? Jimmy John's, Jersey Mike's. Like, who has your email address right now? They're in your inbox constantly. It cracks me up. They'll email me about a turkey sandwich 7 days a week if I let them. And guess what? You don't unsubscribe, you buy. When Sephora is like, listen, we got a new thing, or Old Navy says it's time, it's the sale, kids' clothes, whatever it is, the fall edit, right? They're using email to drive sales. It works, not to repel people. Otherwise, they wouldn't be sending emails in the first place, right? This system works. It's working for these big brands and businesses. It's working for e-commerce. It's working for grassroots brick and mortar stores. And it can work for you too if you let it. Nonprofits are the only sector scared to show up. But attention is a competition. So if you're not there, someone else will be. I can think of a handful of nonprofits that do this well, that do email well. There are so few. So it is such an opportunity for you to be the one that is personal and connected and authentic in your donor's email inbox, right? It is such an opportunity for you to stand out in a sea of boring newsletters, in a sea of monthly updates. Imagine what you could become. So we have clients that went through our program, Easy Emails for Impact, and they thought donors would be annoyed. Instead, donors were more connected. Donors responded to their emails that they sent out to thousands of people, and they felt personally spoken to, like personally seen. We have donors who have replied to emails and said, let's meet, let's talk. I want to help. What can I give? How much do you need? We have emails that have created 5 and 6 figure gifts from email. We have clients who went through this process and saw open rates increase, not decrease, even though they increased their frequency. This is not people getting annoyed. This is people becoming more connected. Think about dating. Not like the crappy guy you dated in your 20s, but like the guy you really liked, right? You go out on a date goes really well, and the guy starts texting you once a month. You're like, never mind, right? You want the guy to follow up. You want to follow up with the guy. It's reciprocal. You want to feel more connected, right? It has the power to do that if you let it. We have clients who, like I said, had major donors reach out for more meetings. Unsubscribe rates were not even an issue. And this is the most important thing. This is why I'm doing this series. Funding jumps from 2x, 3x, even 9x. We have a client who went through this. He said the most we had ever raised through email was about $1,000, $1,600, something like that. I went through your course. We raised over $9,000 in one campaign. Let it be easy. Let it not require pouring hours and hours and hours into a grant or a gala, right? Let it just be that foundational. Let yourself raise $9,000 from your laptop on your couch at home. It's possible, right? Because if you're not emailing your donors, Netflix and Delta and Amazon and Old Navy and Ulta will gladly take their inbox space. They're signing up and reading someone else's emails. Why not yours? Why not yours? Quarterly newsletters are not trust builders. They're just building amnesia, like kind of sort of remember sort of that organization reaching out to me, right? That's all it's doing. And this is really important. Donors aren't annoyed by good emails. They're annoyed by silence, then a desperate ask once a year. That is way worse, where you're just trying to give me space with that monthly update or that quarterly update. And then what do I get? The knock, 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 I need money email. We don't like that. We want the connected, impact driven emails. And then we want to also contribute to your fundraiser. So if your nonprofit thinks that 4 newsletters a year is a strategy, you're playing checkers while everyone is playing chess. If you want the system, the tools, the support, the templates, I highly recommend signing up for my webinar where I'm going to be showing you a glimpse into this process. I also have some really fun bonuses when you join Easy Emails for Impact. You can go to splendidcourses.com/demand to sign up, because email isn't just about volume. It's about presence. It's a both and, right? It's not just send more emails, make more money. It's send higher quality emails and make more money. Okay. Higher quality emails, and doesn't mean it has to be super long. We talked about that in the newsletter episode, but it is about showing up, connecting, inviting action. That's how donors remember you. That's how you take lurkers, subscribers who have never ever given once before, but have been hanging out on your email list, and turn them into recurring donors. So if you're thinking, I don't know what to say beyond the quarterly update, I don't know what to say to shift into a more personal, more story-driven email campaign, I don't even know what a fundraising campaign would look like on email, then I highly recommend signing up for that webinar. That's why I created the course. It's a very affordable price, and it is designed for every size organization. We literally have had the new organization join. We've had the organization join with 50,000+ subscribers on their email list. It works for both. Okay. So go to splendidcourses.com/demand to join. One of my favorite quotes from one of my clients is, she says, when I send emails, we make money. And that can be true for you too. I have tested and tried this in my private practice. That's how I originally started this. Then I have built the program where we've welcomed so many organizations to follow this method, and it works. Their donors are more connected. Their donors are more excited. Their donors are showing up and giving more. You should be running email fundraisers throughout the year, not 24/7, but at key points throughout the year. If you don't have an email welcome series, we teach you how to do that, right? So it highly recommend rethinking your entire email strategy to be front and center, foundational for your digital fundraising efforts. Okay, I'll see you in the next one.